Depending on your love for the brand Bobbi Brown, this video is either going to be easy on the eyes or hard on the eyes because it's all eyes. The eyes have it, whatever other eye puns you want to insert in there. We got the Bobbi Brown City Lights Holiday Collection. Much of the eye products, eyeshadows, eye sticks. Now there are lots of gift sets that Bobbi Brown is offering for the holidays that include skincare and include lip sets and glosses and all sorts of good stuff. But what I tried to pick up was what caught my attention as the most notable limited edition releases from the City Lights Holiday Collection. And you're going to see all of that today here with me, Rebecca. I am a veteran of the fashion and beauty journalism, the print journalism world. I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry and written or ghostwritten for some of the biggest brands and retailers. And I have brought Not Fit for Print, get it, for print beauty here to YouTube for you to have a little bit of a beauty magazine that you can kind of look at live every day or so. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I chose what I think are the biggest limited edition snatches that you can grab for holidays for Bobbi Brown. And we'll start off with the queen of them all. And this is this beautifully packaged Bobbi Brown Dream Gleam Luxe Eyeshadow Palette. This is $69 and has 8 metallics and mattes. Beautiful shades. Now we say this in the demo, and you'll see the demo in just a moment. We say this in the demo. These glitters are silvers, golds, you know, kind of like the glitters in the Patrick Ta, and you're getting them with mattes, you know. This is one of the most highly pigmented shadows I have worked with in some time. So much so that you'll see in the demo, I actually get up to take some of it off, and I'm going to reference like this shade right here. Here's a matte shade. And I put this shade on yesterday and it just got away from me like crazy. It is so pigmented. I was playing with it yesterday, didn't knock enough of it off my brush, and it was the end of the world. I mean, I had to take the eye makeup off. It was that much. Same thing you can say here about these Gleam shimmer shades. I mean, this one gets away from me in the demo. And there's just kind of an example of 2 of the different types. We're going to look at this whole palette swatched outside. Also, though, and we're going to play with that. Okay. Also, if you want a little something for a little smaller, for $45 instead of, this one is $69, but it has, you know, this gorgeous casing. I mean, look at that. I love what Bobbi Brown is doing with their bee lately. You know, it's really pretty. A little bit lower key, though, is this $45 Smoky Glam eyeshadow palette, also for the holidays. And there we go. If I could open it. This one, also very pretty, classic neutrals, rosy tones. Wow, this is really pretty. And when I mention the Patrick Ta connection is when I talk about this shade right here that really feels so much like those baked kind of glittery, glimmery shades in the Patrick Ta. Here it is. Here's the pink one. Really pretty. And, you know, you can put it, the eye sticks are rolling around. Sorry about that. You can put it with any of these mattes. It's just, they're really pretty shades. There we go. But also pigmented. Now you can still tell that this from the Dream Gleam is still a lot more pigmented than the cocoa shade that's in the secondary smaller Smoky Gleam palette. The shades in the Holiday Dream Gleam are so pigmented. They're some of the most pigmented I have worked with in some time. They take me by surprise time and time again, which is kind of hard to surprise me, you know, guys. Now, if you are a fan of Bobbi Brown, or even a minor fan of Bobbi Brown, you will have heard of the Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Sticks. She has 9 new shades. Not she, Bobbi Brown is no longer with the company. They, I should say, have 9 new shades that can be used as either a base to put shadow over, or they can be used as a one and done. Today we're going to try them as a one and done. But like I said, there's 9 new shades. I picked up 2 of those. I picked up Gold Rush. I just thought it was so pretty. And it's kind of almost like a teal. I mean, I guess it's emerald, but I think of emerald maybe as having a little bit more yellow in it. These can be mixed and worn together. I like to call it a 2 and you're through. But you can also do a one and done look. They stay put for 24 hours, supposedly. I've never worn my Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Sticks for more than 12, but they certainly make it through 12. And there's no need to test the formula because this is a tried and true product. There's just 9 new shades. They're $34 each. But let me tell you, there are people out there who are a fan of a million other brands, but they will only wear Bobbi Brown for eyeshadow sticks. And with good reason. They're great, great, great products. They really are. Gee, what if I remembered to put in the outdoor swatches? That'd be nice. There is the Dream Gleam first, and the Smoky Gleam is following it. And there, by my wrist, are the 2 Longwear cream eyeshadow sticks, obviously Gold Rush and Emerald. Okay, I want to go to the demos now. We're going to try them all on. Like I said, we are certainly eye heavy in this video. I didn't pick up any of the lipsticks. Perhaps I should have. Let me know down below if you did. Meanwhile, down below in the description bar, I'm going to have all the information about where you can purchase or peruse these products, and where I can, I will put it up here in YouTube shopping. Let me know down below what you prefer. Do you like to click on links in the description bar? Or do you like the YouTube shopping? Those of you who are getting YouTube shopping in your area. Wow, I would love that feedback, and I just now thought to ask for it. I'm so involved with my community, I'm surprised I haven't asked before. But yeah, let me know what you think of YouTube shopping when I can get it up here on the screen. Still relatively new, so not always available. If not, it will be down below in the description bar, where you can also find information on our free Facebook group that Helen does such an amazing job running for us. And then over here on YouTube, I do weekly lives with our nice little small group. We have such a great group. That is $4.99 a month, that one. But all the proceeds go to help run the channel. This channel is an expensive little beast to harness, let me tell you, as you can probably imagine. And then you can also find information on how to find me on Instagram and TikTok, Threads, how to give super thanks, always appreciate it, and all of that good stuff. All right, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get demoing these products, shall we? Let's play around a little bit with the eyeshadow palettes first, and then I'll go take that off my eyes and we'll look at the eyeshadow sticks. Now, can the sticks be combined with the shadow? Of course. In fact, they could be a base for the shadow. But a lot of people like to use her eyeshadow sticks as kind of a one and done look, or a 2 when you're through. I like that look. So, you know, we'll try them as such that way, but do know that you can mix them. Okay. We saw the swatches, and this is so pretty. Let's do one look. And one look. I don't have any mascara or anything on so that I can clean up pretty quickly and we can move on. Okay, we're using Sonia G brushes today, and we'll just do one look on each eye just to test out the formulas. It's a kind of a boring one. This here, these formulas are so rich. I was playing around with this a little bit yesterday, and I dipped into one of these shades, I think it was this top one, and didn't knock the pigment off my brush enough, and it was ridiculous. I had to go wash my eye. Okay. Again, just testing out the formulas here. And let me tell you, let me just show you with this brush right here what this is like. So you go into that shade, you got to take a lot of it off the brush, and even with knocking a lot of it off the brush, it is prominent, which is really nice if you're going to use it as a liner or do a smoky eye look. I'm just letting you know. These are pigmented, the browns. Very pretty, by the way. Okay, let's go into some of these glimmer, shimmer shades, glitter shades, for lack of a better term. I'm going to take this one, this gold one. They are the same formula, so you're going to get a different look with each. Isn't that pretty, though? That's kind of the gold. And then normally, of course, I would pair that with this lighter gold. Not of course, but I would pair that with this lighter gold on the inner corner. But let's just test out one of the silvers on the inner corner. And for that, I'm using a Sonia G Sky Brush. And I'm going to go into this, what I would consider maybe the lighter silver with the brush. And I don't think I would really mix the silver and gold on my eyes, but let's just do it just to test the formula. Okay, I just swiped a little bit of my concealer underneath. This is the second time, yesterday when I was playing around with it, and now today on camera, where I've been surprised and taken aback by the intensity of these pigments. So this one got away from me yesterday, and then this one just got away from me now, and I actually couldn't even abide for the rest of the video. I'm not hating the gold and silver look, but I really just wanted to, let me make it clear, try out the shades and just see what we thought. And it certainly, it could work. It could be actually quite a cool look. Let's do a more kind of subtle mauve type of look now with the Smoky Gleam palette. Switching over to a Sonia G Sky Brush. Also pigmented, but these are not nearly as pigmented as the Dream Gleam Luxe. I mean, they are using some serious pigmentation in that other palette. I'm just using this brush now here to just kind of put this in. These are buildable and lightweight and strong. Okay, again, these shades not quite as strong as those we find in the Dream Gleam Luxe, but let me tell you, if you are someone who likes to build pigment but still likes it to come out of the gate running, I think you'll really enjoy these particular palettes, especially that first one. But this one, I mean, is packing quite the punch as well. This one has a pretty little pink shimmer. These are really similar, actually, funnily enough, to those baked Patrick Ta shades in glitter that we looked at the other day. I don't know if they're the same, as I haven't looked at ingredients or methodology, if these are baked and whatnot, but they really feel very similar to that. So you're going to kind of get that look too. If you were frustrated at the Patrick Ta ones running out, they're very similar with the shimmer shades in here. That is why those particular Patrick Ta duos are not that special, a lot of us decided. I'm getting a pink version of it here and gold and silver here, and that is something. That's really pretty. This look, obviously, I like a lot more as a cohesive look than this one. I just wanted to try out those shades. Let me take that off, and then we'll come back and play around with these eye sticks, and we'll do them as one and dones on each eye. Broken record time, you can use these shadow sticks as a base to put other color over, and you can use them to accent anything that you've already done with a matte shadow or even a shimmer shadow, or you can wear these as a one and done or a two and you're through, however you want to do it. So let's go ahead and do them as a one and done, one on each eye. I am going to end up washing my face because I'm filming again today, so good luck to me in getting these off because they have quite a grip. Now when you are doing the same shade on each eye, which you normally would be, I do recommend doing one eye at a time because these have a little bit of play time, but once they set, they set. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I like to do for a one and done. I like to do it a little bit deeper by the base of the eye or by where the lashes start. And then don't forget the inner corner. That's just going to make it harder for me to get off. And then you can either spread it with your finger. You can use a brush if you want. You have a little bit of playtime. You can go underneath the eye. You have a little bit of playtime. And then when it sets, it's no regrets. And that is a really pretty subtle one. This would be a really nice blend with something else, or a really subtle one and done eye shade. Shall I make it a bit darker for you to see a bit better? Let's try that. It's got just enough shimmer. There's no sort of, you guys know this product from Bobbi Brown. There's no sort of pokey glimmer or anything like that. How about this emerald shade? I don't know if I really see this as emerald. Here it still is on my hand from the swatches. It's got a little bit of blue in it. Such a pretty eyeliner too, even if you do a messy job like I just did. So pretty as an eyeliner. But let me not waste any time here. This is a little bit of a deeper shade, obviously, so I have to be a bit more precise than I was with the gold. The gold is not hurting anyone. And if you put it on a little darker in one area than another, nobody's going to be any wiser. This kind of a teal shade, I know it's called emerald, is going to have to be a bit more precise. But this one is a great liner, and I like to always line right above the lashes just a little bit more. Wow, that's pretty, isn't it? These are a favorite one and done of so many people I know. Laura Mercier makes a great one in Bobbi Brown. And I know everybody in their brother brand makes a cream eyeshadow stick, but it's going to be really hard to beat Laura Mercier or Bobbi Brown. Pardon the Harlequin different looks on the eyes there. Really pretty product. And like I said, there's 7 other new ones. There's 9 new shades total. So if you're a fan of these, you might want to make your way over and take a look. And we know they last and last. They certainly do on me. So my little recap is check out these new shades and 7 other new shades if you really rely on these little $34, I should say, cream eyeshadow sticks. They're really handy. Handy as a base too. And then, of course, we have the palettes. I think the one to get is definitely, if I had to pick one, is the Dream Gleam. It's a little more money. It's $69 as opposed to the Smoky Gleam, which is $45. But the pigmentation in this is insane. Has to be seen to be believed. It's actually a little too heavily pigmented for me. I like things a little bit easier to work with. But for those of you that like a really powerful shadow, this is some of the most powerful, deepest, darkest shadow. I mean, when I say wipe your brush off, really get some of that product off of your brush because it's going to get away from you. It's so pigmented. But that's also quite the compliment these days, you know? So check that out as well. Let me know what you picked up. Did you get any of those sets that we were talking about earlier that Bobbi Brown has this year, or any of the lip colors or glosses? Such pretty things over there. So check that out for all of your gifting needs, and that will all be linked below. Make sure that you share and like, and the kindest thing you can do for me is to subscribe. Lots of new products still coming up within the week. Tomorrow we even have the 2nd holiday release from Addiction Tokyo. I already reviewed the 1st. So we just keep rolling out these reviews, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.